China Business Council has been in existence for 38 years. It was established in 1978. So we're a national, nonprofit, nonpartisan, member-driven organization. So every day we try to serve our members and make sure that they can succeed from the opportunities that the Canada-China economic relationship provides.
Our goal is to help make more business with China and better business with China a reality.
I think we've really kind of finally struck that balance between blending the best of the Chinese and Canadian business cultures and practices.
I think one of the biggest challenges is merging the two different ways of doing business, our culture of business and the Chinese culture.
And we have this polycentric model where we work together as one firm globally, and we're not headquartered in one country or another where one culture dominates and there's a perspective from that culture. We just work the way we work in Canada, except on a larger scale.
The key is really the same, no matter whether you're partnering up with a Chinese company or Canadian company, is to find a common ground, is to find a common goal.
Our Canada research team heads up our global 5G wireless research. This is the most advanced communications research that the company is doing in the world, and it's being led by a Canadian team. It's something that all of us in the company are extremely proud about, but it also reflects the commitment that the company is making in Canada.
We take the best of Canadians and the best of Chinese, and it's a very interesting scenario where 1 + 1 equals more than 2.
So it hasn't been taking a model that works in Canada and duplicating it exactly, but taking a look at a way of how can we adjust it and integrate it and align it with the Chinese way of doing things.
Well, the awards are very important in terms of celebrating success. The attention that's given to the bilateral relationship at the national level can seem overwhelming, that it's important to pause and to show companies of all sizes from coast to coast in Canada that you can profit from the relationship, the commercial relationship between Canada and China.
We propose a program in management, administration, education, and we were accredited by the Ministry of Education in China. So this is how we start, by two persons working together.
I always believe in architect is not like a lawyer or doctor. You stay in one place, you serve the community well. And for us, we have to go where the action is.
What distinguishes the U of A, I believe, is that we've had over a decade-long sustained effort at building people-to-people links, professor to professor, departments to departments, university to university. We have almost 100 strong linkages with Chinese institutions.
Part of YVR's growth story has been China. This year we look forward to welcoming 3 new Chinese airlines to take YVR to amongst the top 3 airports in the world of having Chinese airlines operating long-haul services.
To become global citizens, of course, sending students anywhere in the world is one of our priorities, and we have a target of meeting 50% of our students going abroad. And at the same time, university is working on developing a cross-cultural competency program for our students, as well as our faculty.
Many of this year's award winners are addressing elements of China's 5-year plan and China's economic transformation. And so they might be focusing on service delivery systems for healthcare, for example, or automation and high tech. And these are all things that China needs.
The scale and significance of the 5-year plan actually, in the reform and transformation and opening up presents a great opportunity for Canadian companies.
Our business core is in industrial automation and technology, and so the new Chinese 5-year plan, of course, is heavily focused on going to the next level in their industrial automation. So it lends well to our product line, and this is, of course, a tremendous opportunity for our company.
What we want the awards to do is to shout from the rooftops that China is an opportunity for Canada and for Canadian companies, and that companies don't need to be afraid that they will fail if they go to China. They don't need to fear their IP protection. They need to protect it, but they don't need to fear that it can't be protected.
A-Privacy is a digital security company providing encryption and tracking services to financial services. So I think for now, Hong Kong is a very large market for us. It will take us some time to digest just because of the scale. There's 190 plus banks here. So I'd like to say that we didn't really choose Hong Kong, it's Hong Kong chose us.
The most important thing is that Hong Kong and mainland China have signed a free trade arrangement, which would give preferential access for goods and services from Hong Kong to the huge mainland China market.
What the awards also represents is the success of the system that supports them, the basket of tools like the CCBC, like the Trade Commissioner Service, like provinces and cities that help Canadian companies go to China and help Chinese investors choose the right place to invest in Canada.
There are about 233 Chinese companies here, and the total investment amounted to $61 billion US, and it directly creates 10,000 jobs in Canada.
So the focus is to attract individuals, mining professionals that might be in the investment business, and also companies that may be interested in acquiring properties overseas on a worldwide basis, which has been a major focus of Chinese companies over the last 10 years. They've made investments throughout the world.
What makes me excited about working for Scientific Canada is that it's a place where good ideas find a home. So I've seen them happen. If you believe in foreign investment in Canada with international organizations, it's a pretty exciting space to be in, and the potential there is quite significant.
It's our 10th year this year, so it's the 5th Canada-China Business Excellence Awards, and we do this to recognize success stories in the Canada-China relationship. We use the awards to show to companies that are not active in China, that do not have a China strategy, why they need one.
Yeah, it's been transformational. It's, every time you start and do something new, it provides excitement, opportunities, challenges, and that's what gets you up in the morning.
This is really something that we start to work slowly and like in a small size, and I think that step by step it's getting just bigger and better.
The Canada-China Business Council would like to thank the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office for its support in the creation of this video.